I confronted my GF about cheating. I'm not sure what to believe or how to go forward. For context, I and my girlfriend I've been dating for a few years now, and she has a childhood best friend who I will call Anna. Anna has consistently put a wedge between us. Meg has told me before that she used to have a big crush on Anna, but that no matter how much she pushed, Anna was never comfortable with it, and so she moved on. I wasn't uncomfortable with this since Anna not only had rejected her, but Anna is married. I did not see it as a threat in our relationship until recently. Meg will come home screaming over something I literally had no idea she was upset about. I will ask her where it came from and she'll say, well, I spoke to Anna and she told me. It's become such an issue that I will ask her every time, why don't you feel comfortable speaking to me first? And she will tell me, I'm working on it in therapy, I've just known her for so long, it isn't personal, etc. I try to be patient because I understand it's hard having trust issues and recovering through therapy, but for years it has not gotten any better, and every single time we get into an argument, it's because Meg refused to speak to me first. Recently we had a very bad argument. And one of Anna's friends reached out to me after. I was told Anna bickers with her husband and basically tells him she wishes he was Meg. They told me Anna intentionally tries to do things to upset me because she thinks it's funny. She'll touch her and flirt with her sexually just to make me mad. She will ask Meg why she feels the need to spend time with me. She will ask Meg not to go on our dates, even when I have reservations or when it's something we planned in advance. No matter what, if Anna tells her no, Meg will back out and just lie to about it. I've been shown proof for all of this. Among other things. I didn't know the extent of everything until then, and I decided to finally confront her about it. She essentially called me crazy. Meg decided that Anna and her husband needed to know that I accused her of emotional cheating. They called me insane, told me emotional cheating isn't a real thing, that they hadn't cheated because they never kissed or had sex, and that they weren't dating. But the way I see it, they're doing everything except calling it official. Apparently Anna and her husband are not comfortable around me, and Meg is on the fence about breaking up. She asked for couples counseling, but I don't know if I should. TLDR, shown proof my girlfriend and her best friend might be cheating, confronted her, GF told her best friend plus husband, and now I'm not sure what to believe. She asked for couples counseling and I'm not sure if I should take her offer. Comnet. If you saw a similar post, it's because I posted this in another community before deleting it and posting it here. It's up to you, but your GF doesn't seem to truly care about you. The counseling is a last-ditch effort at controlling your relationship. You mention a few years of dating, which is concerning given your age gap. The age gap is huge, and you should be with someone in the same steps of life as you, not an adult whose only focus is playing childish games. It started when I was 18, so don't worry. But I don't want to leave her at a vulnerable time. It feels selfish. She's going through a lot, and maybe that's what's affecting things like this. I feel like I have to see things through. Outside of that, I don't exactly have a support system to keep me afloat if I decide to cut things off. Your last sentence is worrying. Are you financially and housing dependent on her? If so, that's just another aspect she is controlling of yours. You care for her and consider her feelings and aspects of her life, but is she doing the same for you? She is continuously not respecting your boundaries in communication and feeling like a priority. If you feel she can truly change, make your feelings a priority and that you could find comfort with Anna in the future, try the therapy. It sounds like you are upset by her going to Anna before she comes to you. You have told her that and she acted as if didn't care. You have told her your feelings on her cheating emotionally and she dismissed you entirely because it wasn't physical, and then told your personal conversation to Anna, her interpretation of the conversation. She did so while also having a physical sexual relationship with Anna and then proceeded to call you crazy for even mentioning it. The term gaslighting gets thrown around a lot, but this is textbook gaslighting. Emotionally cheating isn't a real thing is her attempt at making you feel crazy. You know it's a real thing and so does she. You are not overthinking things. She doesn't respect you. You don't owe her anything. No matter how much you feel like an old soul, and what others tell you, you simply don't have the years under your belt to be in a reasonable footing in this relationship. The imbalance of experience and finances that can accrue in the intervening years have put you at a disadvantage, one that is being heavily exploited in this case. This kind of control doesn't go away, it merely looks to find new ways past your defenses. You need to find a way out and to protect yourself. Next story 2. Found out my GF might be a sugar baby. Well, the title says a good bit. She's a mom of a 3-year-old, in a custody battle, starts a new work contract in 3 weeks, has her own house, so things are expensive. I saw suspicious messages on her phone, and with some further investigation I found out she's possibly going on dates for money and possibly more. I don't actually know the more part. I told her I know money is tight and LVE offered to help, but she wants to independent from that. But one still can't believe she would do that over asking me for money. After all, we pretty much do everything together and one helped her with her kid a lot. I'm a little torn. She doesn't know I know, and I started texting her as someone else, which I might set up a date with her. I was able to find out she's only gone on 2 dates, which if nothing's happens on these dates I don't really care tbh, but if it's more I'm gonna be super disappointed. Anything been in a similar situation? Comnet. Try to make up a lie if you know where she went on the sugar baby date. And say your friend saw her or something and you've just been keeping it quiet, but in my opinion this isn't that bad. Brother escorting is a whole different story, but some of these old geezers will pay thousands to go on a date out to eat, or hang out with a pretty young girl. Physical contact excluded. So if money is tight, I see where she is coming from. But she also should bring it up to you. And not be sneaky about it. Although it might be uncomfortable knowing she's doing that. But it's nothing to fall on your face about. Unless she's going the extra mile with them. Then there's a serious problem. Guy I went to high school with married a woman who had been a sex worker. But it was all in the past according to her, and she talked about what a great husband my friend was. Guess what she started doing again when times go tight? Guess why my friend had to go into A to deal with the drinking he did to deal with the divorce? Next story 3. I hurt my GF accidentally and want to know if I can help us move forward or if it's just time. How to move forward? Me and my girlfriend recently talked about going to a new gym together. I've been going to the gym for around 2 years now, and she hasn't been yet. I went in the other day to scope it out, and now she's really upset cause she wanted to start it together. And it didn't even cross my mind how impotent going together at the start could be, cause to me I was just excited about being able to go to the gym with my GF, and now she's talking about how I made it clear I don't want her there. I've explained my intentions were good, but I was sorry that I didn't consider her feelings more before I acted. And she explained she'd finally worked up the courage to go with me to a new one starting together, and then I made her feel excluded. I know she's mad at me and I hate that. Is there any way we can speed up the healing process, or do I just have to wait? Comment. She likely has a lot of insecurities regarding going to the gym and needs to be feel supported. If possible, I would help motivate her and plan a time specifically for you both to go. Legitimately invite her. Say, hey, on this day, at this time, I'd like to go to the gym with you. Maybe even get her a small gift to kick off the new experience, like a water bottle she can bring or a gym playlist just for her. Make a caring act. I don't think you really did anything wrong. I also like to scope places out before bringing other people because it reduces my anxiety if it's not an unfamiliar location. TBH, it kind of sounds like she doesn't want to go to the gym, which is fine, and is using this as an excuse to get out of it instead of communicating like an adult, which is not fine. She's allowed to be upset, but what a strange hill to die on. I would just give her a couple days to cool off and then bring up the gym again.